Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look at that. Several stocks down 3% to 6%. Upstart leading the pack down 6%. Twitter following 5%. And Shopify in third place down 4%. Now, in the beginning of the stock market open, we actually saw a green open in the pre-market, and then the stock market's been selling off all day today. Okay, now we have some stocks that actually ended green on the day, like Apple, Cheesecake Factory, Dogecoin, Lemonade, Robinhood, Qualcomm, Win, and several others, but they didn't really end up over 1% gains on the day. So, needless to say, it was a very neutral day in the stock market today. What we're going to be talking about is a rapid fire. We're going to be going over a lot of different stocks. So, make sure you watch to the end of the video because we're going to talk about a lot of different stocks. You can also see the stock market is closed on Friday. So, keep in mind, Thursday is the last trading day of this week. So before we jump in the video and talk about a bunch of different stocks, make sure you slap a like on this video if you appreciate the content, and let's jump right into the video. Shopify is the first stock on our list, and it's down 4% on the day, under $600 per share, and it's down 46% in the past 3 months. It could be a good buying opportunity right now. So they've announced that they're doing a 1 to 10 stock split. So if it's $590 per share right now, it's only going to be $59 per share in the future. So in my opinion, this will cause the stock to rally even further, back to around probably a 50 to 100% gain in the next 12 months. Shopify is a great stock with great fundamentals to own for long term and add to your long term list. And it's going to be imperative to get in before the stock split, especially if you plan on holding for a long time, because we could see some nice growth ahead for Shopify. Now let's do a quick Amazon update as well. They're planning a stock split and they're down around 10% in the last year, and they're almost at that 3-month support. Remember, $2,700 per share is the load zone, in my opinion, personally for me, where I'm going to be loading Amazon. You can see that they go through these 2-year consolidations in the market, and then after the 2 years up, they run, and then this 2-year period, it runs. So right now we have a 2-year period, and once the stock splits, I think that there'll be a good chance that Amazon will continue to run. Great company, great fundamentals. Needless to say, I'm loading up. I'm dollar cost averaging. I think anything under $3,000 per share for long term is a great place to get in, especially before Amazon splits, because after it splits, it's going to rally, in my opinion. My personal opinion, I'm loading up before the split for long term, specifically because I want to own a lot of shares of Amazon. I'm going to try to at least buy a few shares of Amazon, because when it splits, then I'll have tens. Probably have 30 shares of Amazon once it splits. Okay, so we talked about our e-commerce stores. Let's talk about PayPal, down 7% on the week, down 41% in the last 3 months, and down 59% in the last year. This is one that we want to do a deep dive on in the channel. We've actually done it in the past, but I wouldn't mind doing it again because it is one of my favorite stocks right now. We can see that it's really at 2018 lows. That $92 per share was in August of 2018, and we're pretty much revisiting those levels once again. This huge run up of 140% that PayPal had, you can pretty much cut that out of the equation. Okay, because you can act like that never happened, because the sell-off that we had for PayPal pretty much nullified that gain that we had for PayPal. So with that being said, these levels are pretty good to be buying at PayPal, in my opinion, for long term. PayPal is a company that I don't see going anywhere for the next 5 years, even 10 years, and I think that they also can continue to grow revenues, net income, and reduce their balance sheet, their liabilities on their balance sheet over the next 5 to 10 years. So I think we can see consistent growth like we saw between 2017 and 2020 for Amazon, which was around 150% gain in the span of around 3 to 4 years. So I think we can see 20-30% gains on the share price for Amazon per year for the next 5 years. Okay, so let's talk about NEO real quick. Now we see them down 11% in the past week, up 30% in the past month. So if we can see them closer to that $15 price point once again, $15, $16, that's where I'm going to be inclined to load up more NEO for long term. We have 50 million volume on NEO, so it's a very highly traded stock. This is one that a lot of bigger investors like Cathie Woods believe in. Okay, this is going to be a China electric vehicle stock. If you don't know, the China stocks have had a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the China stock, so that one has been selling off significant, down around 70% from highs. Same with Alibaba and many others, Baidu, China stocks as well. So once the fear is over with China stocks, in the next 12 months to 24 months, really you want to be, if you're holding NEO, you don't want to have a short-term mindset. You really want to have a 3-year mindset minimum, because if you buy in at $15 per share and hold for 2 to 3 years, NEO can really ramp up their growth. They're really still in their beginning stages right now. So once they start scaling a ton, developing more factories, more battery swaps, and everything in between, I think that NEO can be a very valuable stock in the future. However, current day and the next 6 to 12 months, very unpredictable for NEO. Anything can happen, but long term, I think it's looking very good for NEO, especially when they're start doing a lot of deliveries and some of the hype gets back around NEO. I think a lot of people are going to be FOMOing into NEO once again like they did in the past. Remember, NEO, we saw a 14,000% gain in the span of what, like 6-7 months, right? So that's insane growth, and it was just based off hype at that point. But obviously, NEO does have some fundamentals behind them. That's why we're talking about them. And closer to $15 to $10 per share, I think, is a steal for NEO for long-term investors. Okay, so let's talk about Coinbase, down 13% on the week, which is a huge downward movement for 1 week, especially in this stock market that we're currently in. We see 33% down in the last 3 months, and we basically just see it following a downward pattern right now. Okay, so if you guys can't see that, you can always just draw it out on your screen for yourself. So here you can kind of see it following these trend lines. So there's a good chance that we can kind of see it pop back up to this top trend line and then continue down to make new all-time lows. Okay, so we see it at an all-time low. Coinbase has never been under $150 per share. So if you're thinking about getting into Coinbase, it could be a good time. Short-term traders, there's also potential with Coinbase if you buy in closer to like $150 per share, for example, and sell around $175, $180, $200 per share, which is definitely possible for Coinbase to go in the short term. There's definitely that possibility. But long term, I definitely think we'll see Coinbase hit a huge growth spurt, $250 to $300 per share. Coinbase's stock price really depends on the success of Bitcoin. So if you're bullish on Bitcoin and you think Bitcoin's going to be going to 100K in the next 12 to 24 months, it could be a good idea to load up on some Coinbase for your stock market accounts. Nvidia is a stock that I've been pretty aroused by, let's say. So 13% down on the week, and we can see that it's at that 3-month support right now. Last time we were talking about them, they were closer to like $240 per share. Now they're at $215, which is definitely an entry point for long-term investors. You can also see that it's been following this trend line right here for the last year. Well, probably around the last 8 months it established this trend line here. And it's following it pretty much to a T. All right, so there's a chance that it could break out and form a new trend line soon and bounce way above to new all-time highs. I definitely think that's going to be happening. A lot of people are downgrading Nvidia and AMD right now because of the supply chip shortages. In China, they're shutting down a lot of their factories because of coronavirus and things like that. So that's a lot of the big fears. But for long-term investors specifically, Nvidia could be a huge buying opportunity, especially if we see them closer to like that $180 to $190 price point. And especially if we see them closer to a 52-week low under $150 per share, I'm going to be loading the boat on Nvidia for long-term specifically. We can also see that Nvidia has had a huge run up just in the last 1 to 2 years. If you take it from 2020 to 2021, 400% gains, which is absolutely ridiculous. So a lot of people think that Nvidia's fair share price is closer to $175 to $150 per share anyway. So patient investors, definitely put those price points, lock them in to your Yahoo Finance so you're alerted when Nvidia is closer to $175, $180, or even $150 per share, depending on how patient you want to be. But needless to say, I think an Nvidia will be at new all-time highs in the next 12 to 24 months, and they're a company that's going to keep growing. I also did a deep dive on them in a few videos back. It was AMD versus Nvidia versus Intel. And Nvidia and AMD, they really impressed me. Nvidia really did impress me, but they were closer to like $250 per share when I did that. So I wasn't interested in buying. The lower Nvidia goes, the more interested I'll be in buying them. Now, I don't know if you guys saw, but Robinhood finally added crypto wallets to their brokerage, and they also added new coins. They have Solana, they have Shiba, they have Matic. All right, so there's a good chance that Matic and Solana will rally. Shiba looks like already rallied off this news. They're up 12%, but I'm definitely going to be, I'll give you guys a little bit of a close friends exclusive here. I'm going to be posting in my close friends list that I'm buying Matic, probably buying around $200 worth of Matic / Polygon today for cryptocurrencies. So if you guys want to see more updates of when I'm buying, what I'm buying, how much I'm buying, how long I plan on holding, I detail all that stuff in my close friends list on Instagram. Make sure you shoot a message to me over there, the Daily Stock Market on Instagram, 160,000 followers. If you want to join the family, we also have over 500 positive testimonials. So if you click success number 5 and read some of these recent testimonials, success number 4, there's hundreds and hundreds of testimonials and people that we've helped already through the stock market. So I would love to help you guys out, make you become a more professional investor, more advanced investor, and get you on a next level of stock market investing. So 65% gains, 17% gains. Man, thank you for all your help. I was down 10% last 3 months, and now I'm up 17%. Your program's helping me a lot. So there's countless and countless of testimonials just like this. So I'd love to make you guys the next success story on my program. So I'd love to make you guys the next success story on my Instagram. Reach out to me if you guys are more interested in cryptocurrency. Make sure you follow the Daily Cryptocurrency, 84,000 followers. This is my only other Instagram, keep in mind. It's based off all cryptocurrency. So we split them. On this page, we talk all about NFTs and cryptocurrencies. The other page, we talk about solely about stock market, options, and all that stuff. So if you're interested in becoming more knowledgeable about cryptocurrency, if you just want to follow along, make sure you follow me over there as well. We do weekly giveaways. I give away around like $250 to $300 per week. Okay, so if you guys want to join those giveaways, there's not always too many people who enter them. Make sure you're paying attention to the stories that I post with post notifications on, because that's where I post how to enter the giveaways, is on my story right here on the Daily Cryptocurrency. So guys, thank you for all the love and support you have been showing me over the last few months. If you guys appreciate this video, slap a like on it. I'll keep making them for you. Share this video with a friend if you think that they'll find it helpful. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.